back it up. So
go ahead.
it's gonna be more or less
1360.
1360. Yeah. All right. Shalom.
I didn't start it though.
Oh, no, it started.
Oh, it started?
Yeah. Shalom. Giving all praises to
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem
Ba'ashem
HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. We believe we're the prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the prophets of God.
That's right.
Okay. And today's message is the mark of the beast. Okay, that's today's message because if you pay attention to what's going on in mainstream media, right? Somebody get that article where they talked about in Israel, they just the WEF just forced all of them to get them digital IDs, right? So pretty much, if you're if you're paying attention to prophecy, okay, you can see that the mark of the beast is almost here, all right? And the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, all right, that they're gonna insert in your skin, and that's gonna be the new currency. That's how you're gonna be able to buy and trade, all right? Now, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, you are the true biblical Israelites of the Bible, okay? And you've been instructed not to take that device when the devil makes that mandatory in this society, all right? If you take that device, all right, you will be destroyed with nuclear fire, okay? Nuclear missiles. When nuclear missiles destroy this land, all right, that's how you Israelites is gonna go out. You're gonna go out by the flames of nuclear hellfire if you take that device, all right?
Right. I got the article.
Yeah, go
It
ahead.
says Israel rolls out mandatory World Economic Forum digital IDs for Palestinians who wish to participate in society.
Right. Now, what have you been seeing in the news as of lately? It's all this talk about a digital ID, a digital-based system, right, where they're going to completely do away with cash, and usher in a digital payment system. Okay, they've been talking about this since the 80s, man. Right? Apostle Gabar just did a lesson on it, and Edomite was on a television show breaking it down, man. You know what I mean? Bit by bit, on how it's gonna go down. You know what I mean? The deception that they're gonna use to bamboozle the people into receiving that technology inside of their skin, right?
Well, you had the dude who actually made the RFID technology. He actually said that he didn't know, but he realized he was basically the contributor to the making of the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? He actually realized that, oh shit, I'm actually creating the mark of the beast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that famous dude, I forget his name, but he was real tight with the Rockefellers. Yeah, anybody know?
Aaron Russo.
Aaron Russo.
Yeah, Aaron Russo.
You know what I'm saying? He was so tight with the Rockefeller that he actually filled him in his plan and was like, hey, these niggas are crazy. You know?
Yeah.
So he actually came out and, pretty much put it out in the open.
He blew the lid off on what the elites is getting ready to do. All right, and we living in at a point in time where they're getting ready to deceive the world with technological advances, right? That's gonna trick the average person out here to submit to their agenda.
That's right.
Like they just had Lil Uzi Vert. I was showing brothers in the car on the way here, right? Lil Uzi Vert just dropped the album, and to promote his album, he had Project Bluebeam in the sky of the UFOs towering over New York City. You could look it up, man. It's actual video. Okay, and the average person, they didn't know what the hell was going on. They was running around scrambling. Yeah. Right? They had no idea what the fuck was going on. You know what I mean? But that was Project Bluebeam. That wasn't the Lord returning. All right? That was Project Bluebeam. Okay, so they're getting ready to pull out all the stops, okay, to get everybody to submit to the New World Order, which will be spearheaded by the RFID microchip. Okay, because that's where society is going. If you pay attention to the currency, well, the BRICS nation, right? The BRICS nation is officially activated. It's officially online now. You know what I'm saying? They about to, and a lot of people, they don't understand that. They don't understand what that means, right? BRICS nation, their currency. What does that got to do with American currency? Well, the thing is the BRICS nation, the BRICS, they've included all of these other countries that buy and sell and trade with America, right? And these countries have been buying, selling, and trading with America through the promise of paper money, right? So now that these other countries are involved in the BRICS, you know what I mean? And the BRICS has said, fuck the paper dollar, get down with the digital dollar. So what does that mean? That means that these other countries is not going to accept America's payment anymore, man. So a lot of these, the food supply is getting ready to stop, okay? There's going to be a mass layoff of employees, right? There's going to be no more maintenance for these cities, okay? Because all of this has been funded through Federal Reserve notes, paper dollars, man. All right, and they're getting ready to completely do away with that shit, man. All right, and bring in a digital-based society, man. And they've been prepping everybody up for it, man. The metaverse, you know what I mean? Social media, period. You know, some niggas is making millions of dollars on social media, man. You know what I mean? These streamers, them streamers, they not getting up working regular jobs. They waking up in a big ass mansion at 10 in the morning, acting like a fucking buffoon on camera, getting millions of dollars, man, through the internet.
That works for Esau because in their minds it drowns out the profits. The more what do they call it, material you got out there, more distractions keep you scrolling away from. Sometimes, like you said, you get on Instagram. You said you had to delete your page for a minute.
Yeah.
Because you'll get on that motherfucker. Let me just check out what's going on. You'll look up and it's been an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Just scrolling through.
Just scrolling through shit.
You know, you're supposed to be studying. You know what I'm saying? So these people get so distracted, and these algorithms is off the chain. You know, so the Most High really allotted this truth to a small number of people. Just like in the ancient world, when you read the book of Esdras, only certain individuals, the angel told Esdras to seal up certain of the testimony, the prophecies, only for a specific group, you know, and the rest of the people, you know, the Most High didn't want them to understand the prophecies, you know. So it's the same today, you know. Only a few people are gonna understand these prophecies.
That's right.
You know.
Right. So if somebody gets hold of the effect of every vision, let's get that Revelation 13, yeah.
This is Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great.
Yeah, both small and great. Okay, so from the homeless to somebody that's well off in a society. All right, they're gonna have to get down with this program. All right, just like how everybody got down with the program of a cell phone. I remember when the cell phone first came out, right? It was optional. Remember, it was like optional. It was like you could get it if you want to. Your life doesn't change if you get it or you don't. Fast forward 2024, you can't even make money in this society without a cell phone. You can't. A lot of jobs, if you tell them, right, at a job interview, I don't have a cell phone, they'll be like, nah, we're cool. We don't want you as an employee. You know what I mean? So now cell phones are mandatory. You see, everybody had to get down with the cell phone program. So it's going to be the same thing with the RFID chip. Everybody's going to have to get down with this. Even if they bring it in gradually, which we living in the times where the devil, he not going to do no gradualism when he come out with that chip. He gonna hit niggas straight off the bat, martial law, force niggas into submission, blow your brains out right there on the street for it. You know what I mean? Because he don't have no time to play it, to brainwash niggas like he did with the television, to accept the cell phone, the television, to accept refrigerators in your house now, to accept paying a light bill. He had to condition these people for that. He not gonna condition nobody when it comes down to the mark of the beast. He know that this is his last go.
Well, they already conditioned.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
everything
is
is
do nothing else.
Everything is swipe a card. You know what I'm saying?
That's already Yeah, that's already, you know, the Mark of the Beast programming right there. You've been living your life swiping cards. You know what I'm saying? They got shit now where the bills is on auto pay. You know what I'm saying? You get money in your bank account from your job, and then the bank take the money out and just pay your bills for you. You don't even got to worry about it.
Well, what's the motto of the New World Order? You should own nothing and be happy.
Right.
Everything is already digital. Back in the day, you used to take the Polaroid and you got your picture, you know, it come out the little bottom and shit, or you take it somewhere and get them made. Hey, you don't have no albums, you don't have no CDs. Everything is uploaded on the Internet of Things, digitally. So technically, you don't own shit.
Right.
Once the lights go out, you know, you ain't gonna have no pictures. Everybody is uploading it to social media unless you taking pictures and storing them in a suitcase somewhere. But the grid is already set up. You know what I'm saying?
They set it up. Well, they've been had it set up, but COVID-19 was like a big catapult to set up the grid. You know what I mean? COVID-19 did a lot of work, QR codes. 7 years ago, you know, you couldn't get nobody to pay for a goddamn meal through a QR code, or the menu is a Q. We don't have physical menus anymore. It's the QR codes. Niggas will look at you crazy 7 years ago, man.
Facial recognition in China.
Yeah.
Over there in Culver City, a lot, man. I was looking for coffee one morning. I went around from coffee shop to coffee shop. They don't take cash.
Yeah. A lot
Over
of
there at USC, some of them, they not taking cash.
Starbucks don't take cash no more. I heard.
And all they need is hyperinflation. We already experiencing inflation. Anything can set off hyperinflation. That's how delicate this whole system is, and these devils know that. That's why that COVID-19 destroys so many private businesses. And that's prophecy. That's the anger of the Most High, is what you people really don't understand. The Most High, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, is the ultimate puppet master behind the strings. He ruleth in the kingdom of men. These devils, these Edomites, we talk about the powers that be, the elites, the Most High got the string in their back through the spiritual demon Satan, which is the Most High's left hand. You people have no understanding. You know, you worship Satan, you throw up the devil horns. Well, Satan works for the Most High, and Satan is looking at you crazy. Okay, because he seduced you to do against the will of the Father. That's the left hand of the Most High. So a lot of you people, you don't understand that the Most High is bringing complete judgment to this place, and you thinking that you still got a future, man. That's not, you know.
And now, you know, the Lord is in the minds of these different kings in these countries, and He's turning them against this place. You know, which ultimately, in turn, is going to result in a lack of resources. You know, we get our soils, you know, bird feed, seeds, different things. They come through the ports. You know,
Technology, everything out here is coming off of a port. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Except the natural stuff that the Lord got growing out the earth. But everything else is coming out of the ports, man. So once the ports stop, okay, that's pretty much it for this society. But you know what the devil gonna do? He gonna stop the ports, and then he gonna wager that goddamn that chip.
Yeah, exactly.
And be like, look, I'll turn the ports back on if you niggas get this. If all of your employees at this port get this, I'll turn them ports back on.
And before that, the Most High, as the scripture says in 2nd Esdras, many are going to die in great numbers. Many are going to perish in great numbers. This devil, the so-called white man, he going to let a lot of people die.
Yep.
Controlled chaos. There's going to be lawlessness out here. So he going to let you people ferment. Ain't going to be no police running to your rescue. You know, and then he gonna bring that out.
Then he gonna bring,
Right.
because that's gonna scare niggas into submission.
Exactly, because you think about mass deception, toppled with you know, lack of resources. That's what's gonna drive people to go get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you, like we always say, you know what I'm saying, this society is built upon your reliance on the so-called white man through going to Vons, Ralph's, you know, your markets.
And see, these third world countries like Cuba, I don't know exactly at this present time if the lights are still off, but America is different because these third world countries, you might talk shit, but there's a lot more community. So just a 3-week period of the lights being off. They're still more family oriented, wife, husband.
Right.
You know, they're more willing to stick it in and help one another. You Americans, you see the true spirit of you wicked ass Americans on the freeway. A nigga want to run you off the road, everything.
For nothing.
You people hate each other, you're zombies.
Yeah.
You're stupid. You know what I'm saying? You got all these guns out here. So, hey, you're not going to survive a lights out situation
Hell nah.
too long.
Hell no.
You're jealous and envious. The women are just beasts. These women are beasts. Women are killing their husbands, their children.
Yeah.
They hate everything. You men,
And that-
you know.
And all of that is going on, and McDonald's is still open.
Yep.
So imagine when that motherfucker shut down, niggas is gonna lose their mind, man.
Oh,
McDonald's is still open and niggas is wilding out, man. So when, you know what I mean? So when
No,
they
when
get
that
with it-
weed and them cigarettes
yeah,
is
when,
done,
when that's over,
niggas gonna be serial killers.
niggas gonna be out of the coffee.
Oh,
You got a lot of
yeah,
these
that
niggas
too.
that be at the these Starbucks that, you know what I mean, they sit at that Starbucks for hours, you know, on coffee, doing their goddamn work on that laptop. Or motherfuckers just use coffee for their day-to-day activity. Some niggas have gotten addicted to coffee to where they can't function without it.
Get mad.
And that coffee got caffeine in it. So when all of that shit is done away with, these people they gonna flip, man.
And then you got the medications.
Yeah.
Medicate. People are. I've learned so much about medication because the dudes at my job. This dude takes blood thinners every day. If you don't take them, he'll fucking die. So think about all the people who need to take these medications to thin their blood, to do this, to keep their body functioning.
Those people they're gonna take the chip for
They
sure.
gonna die, bro.
They're gonna, if they don't die, they're gonna receive the mark. No doubt about it. Those people right there that got these addictions and they're on these medications and they hooked up to fucking what they call pacemakers and shit. They gonna take that shit, man.
Chemo.
You know, chemo, I need it. How else am I supposed to beat cancer? They don't believe in the Lord, man. Go ahead.
A lot of
There's no other way. I got something when you ready.
a lot of people that took those medications that brothers are speaking about went ahead and already got the juice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they have all type of heart complications, other things going on with them. So they definitely go.
Yeah.
Things growing up in them.
Yeah. They already know. Go ahead.
I got the word for cause it in the Greek is proel. It says to be the authors of a cause, to make ready, to prepare.
Yeah, to prepare. Yeah, and that's what Esau Edom, okay, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's what he's doing right now. He's preparing the people to receive the mark. Okay, he's conditioning because another word for that word prepare. You could marry condition, Salakia. You could put the word condition with prepare, right? Those two words go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? Condition, prepare. In order to get these people to fully submit to the New World Order, okay, they got to be broken down. Their minds got to be turned into mush. That's why in the 80s, that's why they didn't come out with the technology at that point. They've been had the mark of the beast in a fucking in a goddamn vase somewhere, man. They've been had this technology, man. They said in the 80s, it's some I forgot where it's at, but it's some fucking computer that has every data of everybody in the world. That's in the 80s. They had a supercomputer that tracked everybody on the planet in the 80s, man. So they've been had the technology, but in the 80s, what did you have in the 80s? You had the Black Panther Revolution, you had other civil rights movements. They couldn't hit niggas with that play yet, right? Because if they would have came out with that technology back then and they would have been like, hey, look, just get down with this, put this in your skin, it would have been all sorts of revolt. Niggas probably would have burnt down the U.S. government at that time. But now, it's perfect. Perfect. Niggas is bugged out over Dodger games, niggas is on World Star, shooting each other for nothing. Niggas is killing each other over chicken nuggets and shit. Perfect. Faggots is their vibration is at an all-time high. This is the stupidest motherfuckers have ever been on the planet, man. This is the most degenerate anybody has ever been on the planet Earth is at this point right now, man.
You want to say
I was just gonna say, if you look at the attributes of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the Bible gives him like the attributes of a serpent, deceitful, guile, subtlety, and then also the eagle, the leopard. Those are all like among the beasts of the field. Most beasts are docile, especially beasts that are being hunted by those animals. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like a mercy mechanism from the Most High. They don't really know what's going on, but a leopard, they sit high up. If you look at a cat, period, their instinct, they're very smart. You know what I'm saying? They run laps around dogs low-key. They low-key like humans. You get too close, they get looking at you like, what the fuck you doing? And when you get to Esau, Edom, like the brother said, he's been programming these people decade by decade, just slight shit. He don't do shit all in one day. You know, the feminist movement, this whole embracing men, embracing their femininity. You know, this whole, you know, romanticism in the movies. That's why your woman want to step out. Because every movie, it could be a Marvel superhero movie. It has to have some plot twist where the woman is cheating on her dude.
Yeah.
And some romance.
Yeah.
You know, so these people are so conditioned, but that's the attributes. These people can't think on the level, that's why you need the prophets. You can't think on the level of the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? You need the prophets to sit up here and break down these scriptures. All right? Because all these things were already written aforetime. You know what I'm saying?
And you said a leopard. The scriptures actually describe him as a leopard.
Yep.
A leopard shall watch over their cities.
Yep. Look at them helicopters, you know, Esau like this.
Spy planes, what are those drones and shit.
Yep.
You know?
Hey, even
But,
if, real quick, even if you took a bear and you put a tiger against each other, that bear is a brute beast too, and vicious, but that tiger automatically got them killer instincts. He going straight for the fucking, he probably gonna stick to you because he got them claws. He going straight for your neck. A bear just gonna be biting. You know, a big cat, they going for kill spots. It's already programmed in them. That's how this devil is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a mass murderer. You know what I mean?
I got some. This brother had brought out the definition of cause, and it said the author of it.
Right.
So this is 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 8. It says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
Read that one more time.
Back in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8, it says, and then shall the wicked be revealed.
Yeah, who is the wicked? According to Malachi 1 and 4, right? It's Esau, Edom, all right, who through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Shai, we believe to be the Caucasian race.
That's right.
All right, and the average Caucasian is a goddamn buffoon, right? They're gonna receive the Mark II and they're gonna be destroyed, right? Really, our quarrel, okay, is with the elites of Esau because they're the ones pulling the strings, all right? The motherfuckers you don't see, you know what I mean? The Rothschild niggas that come out once every 20 years looking like a goddamn viper in public,
He just
man.
came out of the cave.
He
and
just
shit.
came out that cave.
Hanging upside down.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's who we really got to quarrel with. The average Edomite is gone, man. You know?
They believe in America.
Yeah, they believe in America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They wicked. They are part of. They wicked, right? But the average Edomite has been feminized to really. The average Edomite wants to be cool with Jake, and that's going against Esau's nature. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be opposite to Jake. See, the elites, they know that they the wicked because they don't like Jake. The average Edomite out here has convinced himself that we're all equal, everybody's good. I love the black man, which he's going against his nature doing some shit like that. You ain't supposed to like us, man. We ain't supposed to like you. You know what I'm saying? So the wicked is ultimately talking about the elites of Esau, man. All right? What?
And it says, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Yeah, that's the prophets.
All right.
What?
And it says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Yeah, all power and signs and lying wonders. Can somebody hold Revelation 12 and 9 real quick? Hold that, Yolanda. Revelation 12 and 9, right? You know
Book
what I
of
mean?
Revelations chapter 12 verse 9.
Go ahead and get it.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan.
Yeah, that old serpent, all right? The serpent going back to where? Genesis, right? Because a lot of people, they think that was an actual snake. When the fuck have you ever seen you talking about from when the earth was created till now, there has been no evidence of a talking snake.
Right.
If there was a talking snake in the Garden of Eden, wouldn't a snake be talking? Wouldn't there be some evidence? Like, look, we found this snake talking. Look, you're on camera.
Some type of species.
Something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's been no archaeological evidence of a talking snake in any of the history of life, man. That wasn't no damn snake, man. When you go into the Hebrew word of that, it's nakash,
I was about to say that,
right? Which means enchanter, wizard, deceiver, man. You know what I mean? It was a man.
Yeah, because what do you call somebody these days when they're a liar? When you don't trust him, you call him a snake.
Yeah.
You know?
The whole chapter of Revelations 13 breaks down the whole beast system, which the beast is actually goes back to the serpent. The serpent grew up to be a beast, an entire empire, and then at the last verse it says that it is a man. You know, so it's metaphorical.
Even him who's coming after the working of Satan.
Yup.
Right. Keep going.
which deceiveth the whole
No,
earth.
read it from the top again.
Oh, chapter 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent.
Now, when it says the great dragon was cast out, that's talking about the Roman Empire, right? The Roman Empire, which consisted of the Edomites, all right? The Roman Empire is known as the dragon in the scriptures, all right? It was cast out because when you go into Revelation, you know, it talks about how the Lord bound, well, let's go ahead and get it. The Lord bound up Satan for 1,000 years.
And what?
We might as well just go ahead and strip all the
In
Yeah.
Romans
Yeah.
2, Romans 2,
Yeah,
it talks about how the dragon was wroth with the child.
right.
That's another clue. This is
Yeah.
why you have to go precept upon precept, line upon line. People just be reading.
Read
Christians, they just go and take Paul's letters and create a doctrine out of that.
and hold that,
You know?
stay on that. Yeah,
You gotta eat the whole roll, man.
motherfuckers sit there and put that fairy tale twist on it because that Disney faggot shit. You know what I mean? That Disney. The motherfuckers think when they listen to the Bible, they automatically put that that Disney animation on it. You know what I mean? Like God was in the clouds and Satan came down with a pitchfork and they was fighting with lightning in the middle of Colorado somewhere.
Adam
You know
and
what I'm
Eve
saying?
was white people.
Yeah. Yep.
Eating apples and shit.
Yep.
You know.
Because that's all they show on Google Images. When you put the Garden of Eden on Google Images, it's Esau.
Niggas was drunk off apples.
Yeah.
You know, get the hell out of here, man.
They had a whole pile of this.
You know. What?
This is Revelation 20 and verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven having the key of the bottomless pit.
Yeah, bottomless pit represents Europe, right? Because the Renaissance period it started in Europe, right? That's where the Renaissance period started, okay? And that's going in, and that's where Esau came out them caves, right? He came out them caves in Europe.
It's also it's like a pit. A pit
Yeah.
represents the land. I forget where it's at, but in the Apocrypha it says that the Lord's favorite pit is the land mass of Jerusalem, which that whole region is called the Fertile Crescent. You got the Euphrates, the Nile River. You got those different rivers, which the Eastern civilization, that was like the hub. That was the mother of civilization right there. They say Africa. You know, so Europe, you'll have certain scholars tell you that that's not a fruitful land. And if you notice in all the movies and shit, it always look gloomy like this.
Right.
But there is no, abundance of stuff really coming out of Europe. More so, of course, they might have certain resources, but mainly the Fertile Crescent, what they ignorantly call the Middle East.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's
Like,
oh, yeah, go ahead.
You want to walk through?
I think he
listened. Yeah, I think he just listened. Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
It says, and a great chain in his hand, and he laid hold on the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon, the Roman Empire, that represents the Roman Empire, but ultimately that represents the Edomites. Okay, Esau, Edom. All right, laid hold on the dragon. Go ahead.
It says that old serpent, which is the devil
There it
and
is
Satan.
again, the old serpent from where? Genesis. Right? That serpent grew into a dragon.
tying it together.
It's all coming together. You know, if you have the ear to hear, man. The spiritual lenses on. Go ahead.
It says, and bound him 1,000 years.
Bound him 1,000 years, right? Because the Roman Empire, I forgot the actual year the Roman Empire fell, right? But
It was
when you,
around about somewhere average in the 200 AD.
yeah,
it started
200.
to fall.
But when you go from the Roman Empire till the 1400s, that's roughly about what, 1,000 years? You know what I mean? That's roughly about 1,000 years. Esau was locked down. Well, he was in them caves. He was a caveman. The rest of civilization was thriving. The black man was out here thriving because you had the black man out there in England as well, France. Because after the Roman Empire, the Jews, they migrated to France, Spain. Some of them went to England, right? That's how you got them kingdoms. The kingdom of Wessex, right? The kingdom of Mercia. All of that was Judah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that whole time, Esau, the so-called white man, the Caucasian race, they was in the caves, humping rocks.
He was chased away.
He was chased out. He was chased out of the earth. He was a caveman. He's the original caveman.
Because the nations knew him to be a thief and a robber. Scriptures even say that. So he was chased forth from among men. They cried after him as a thief. And real quick, you got it. But what I was gonna say, that whole time, it really, if you go back to that period, the medieval, everything, all them castles and stuff were built like Jerusalem.
Right.
Which shows you that was our people, especially Constantinople. It was literally a revision of Judea on a like a higher magnitude. It was almost impenetrable. Jacob perfected them city walls when the Muslims tried to. They almost couldn't take that place down.
Right.
But that's proof. It was built all around Europe. That's why the so-called white man destroyed all the architecture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And or he painted over it.
Yup.
Made it seem like, yeah, well, this is actually us. You see the white man on the castle? That was us. That wasn't you, nigga.
And he's a damn liar. Why
Yeah.
you think before this American bullshit, these other nations knew because that he was a fucking thief. You know what I'm saying? And this is before the so-called white man got a foothold in the earth like he did with America. He just started to get it through the Greco-Roman empires. Okay, before that, he was nothing.
Right.
You know?
And then hang on real quick. They got I can't find it, but y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all bros have seen. They got them photos on the internet where, you know, Jake, the so-called black man, you know what I mean, was dressed up in them Shakespeare outfits,
Yeah.
and then
You
they was cleaning Esau up. Y'all seen them photos? Where it's like Esau was taking a bath and it was Judah helping the nigga you know, rise back up, right? So and that's what the Lord did. That's how the Lord got Esau back in his right state of mind. He came out the caves and Judah helped him rise back into power. And what happened to Judah was the bubonic plague. That bubonic plague knocked out 20 million, I believe, 20 million Judites.
Well, what is it? 2/3.
2/3. It knocked out 2/3, and that's how Esau was able to come into power.
And they knew, certain Jakes knew that it was from the Lord because they had pictures. It's a famous picture of a chariot hovering on top of some medieval painting, hovering over this like church or something, a monastery or whatever, and it's shooting down the plague, like it's dropping down the plague. You know, and that's part of the curses, because Jake was under the curses. They was going off big time. Jake was pagan. You know what I'm saying? During that time.
That's right.
It was something else I was gonna say too, but
Carl, keep going on that, and then we're gonna go back to that, and then we're gonna go back to this.
Verse 3, Revelation 20:3. And cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up, and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled.
And the key point, it just said, right? He shall deceive the nations no more. Right? When as a snake, you know what I mean? When have you ever known a snake to be walking around the earth deceiving the nation? Like you know, the whole fucking UK, United Kingdom, is deceived by a snake. You know what I mean? You go to the top of the ladder, and it's a fucking literal snake in the seat.
chair.
In the
Turn
chair.
around, that nigga.
You know what I mean? You're like the movies, like Darth Vader, that nigga turn around.
Yeah.
It's a snake in the chair. You know what I mean? Hissing at you. You know what I mean? This is the one. This is the leader. No, it was talking about an actual man, man.
like what people call each other snakes now. This
Yeah.
nigga's a snake. Watch out for him.
Watch out for that nigga, man. Snaky ass nigga, man. And that's what was present in the garden. It was a snaky ass nigga, man. Right? Go ahead. Is that it?
And it says, and after that he must be loosed a little season.
What's that little season? That little season is now. We're in that little season, but remember, key word, it says little. Okay? His time is running out. Okay? His time is running out now.
That's what I just want to interject. Real quick.
Right.
You got it. The knights who these Edomites act like was them, the so-called white man act like the knights during the medieval times. The knights wore a garment like this, no cap. And at the bottom, coming out of their armor, was fringes.
And you had the Star of David
Yup.
Yeah.
in a bunch of places as well.
What you think the Crusades was about? It was Jake when they was in power, trying to go back to Jerusalem and reclaim the land from the Arabs and everybody else that was trying to conquer that land. That was the whole goal. Is to reconquer the homeland, which they did for a minute, but then, hey man, that was a bloody spot because the Lord didn't want us to have that land. prophecy had to take place. We had to be scattered among the four corners of the earth.
And a lot of them crusaders and knights, they had that Christian symbol on them. You know, so that's how you know that was Jake. Okay, them knights, all right, the Shakespeare days, the Dark Ages, those were Israelites. Okay, and during that whole time period until the latter end, Esau was locked down in a cave. He was bugged out in a cave. He was a caveman. But the Lord rose him back up to power, okay, so that way he could reign in this little season. He could create America. He could create New Rome.
You can't say we lying because all over social media, see the Lord, like we've been saying, is putting that ancient spirit back on these Edomites, these so-called white people, putting their natural spirit, because they've been trying to act like they've been civilized all this time. You see in these videos where these white women and white men are talking about they don't take baths.
Right.
They take a bath once a week, or you know what I'm saying, they don't use soap, or like they don't use towels. You know what I'm saying? Like hey, you use a towel to scrub the dead skin off, you nasty motherfucker. But see, that's the mentality of these so-called white people. They're base people, and they projected themselves. See, they conquered the world through their, rob and murder. You know what I'm saying? And then what they did, they stole everybody's culture, and then they presented like, oh yeah, see, we did everything.
Yep, it was
You know
us.
what I mean?
It was actually us. We did it.
But really, they're base.
Yeah.
You know, they if you leave it to them, they wouldn't cook their food. You know what I mean? They'll just eat it raw.
And they're coming back to that nature. You
They're
see
coming
that
back to
more
that.
and more. They're just biting ground beef.
Yep.
What's his name? The Liver King.
The Liver King.
Every
Just eating a bull nuts. Okay, put it into some gelatin.
The protein is it's outstanding. You eat them raw.
And then during slavery, what they don't tell you, these nasty ass Edomites, white people, were cannibals too. They were eating people, eating dead. All them corpses in Egypt, them niggas was eating that shit as a delicacy.
nasty motherfuckers.
Right.
That's what type of people these motherfuckers are, and the Bible reiterates that, man.
That's true. I got something real
Go
quick.
ahead.
It's an article. This is from Black Central Europe. It says wild men and the Moors. It says of 1440 AD.
Yeah, see?
It says medieval tapestry depicts a battle between giant wild men,
Oh.
clothed only in forest products or perhaps their own hair, and the civilized defenders of a castle.
Yeah.
So that was
Esau.
That was
That was Esau, because Esau at that time, he was a myth. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, all the other nations on the planet, they were civilized and stuff, right? And all the other nations had what? They had melanin. So Esau, when he would come out them caves, it was like, who the hell is this dude, man? And then he running around kidnapping kids, doing cannibalism. You know what I mean? Imagine back in them days, the Dark Ages, you taking a stroll in the woods somewhere, and then you just hear a motherfucker just chewing bones. You're like, what the fuck is that?
What's that noise?
And then you look to your left,
this nigga clothed with his hair.
and it's Esau, man. It's Esau with some big ass fucking buffalo. This nigga just ripping the meat off the buffalo like a goddamn animal, man.
Now, mind you, we always go into this, man. Hey, the scriptures say that he was
Sure.
bound 1,000 years.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what they would call the wood wolves, the wild men. That was Esau back
Yeah,
then.
that was him. All fours, demons.
So, hey, we have secular history to back up these scriptures and everything that we're saying, because we talk about how he was bound 1,000 years. The Byzantine Empire was roughly 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? And then you have that little season, just at the end of that 1,000 years, where the wild men came out. You know what I'm saying? And they was attacking the Moors, which
Because
so-called black men.
this devil like to give you a timeline to where it's like, okay, we started off gnawing on bones, and we had to learn how to be civilized. That's a lie.
Yeah.
The Israelites, our people, were given the breath from day one through Adam. We're given the breath to know, have that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, how to clothe yourself and be civilized. That's why we're supposed to be a spiritual people, but our people, they worship the so-called white man now. Now they're a bunch of beasts. All that gang culture and that, the black woman don't want no man. All of that, that's the mindset of these fucking devils. All of this envy and hate, you Israelites could never do wickedness on the scale of the so-called white man.
Walking around with hardly no clothes on. That's-
Naked everywhere you go.
That's how the so-called white man was in the cave. He was walking like booty shorts That's how the white woman was. That's what she had in the caves.
The
She
gym-
had on the little booty shorts.
That
you
go
know?
back to the gymnasiums over in
Yeah.
Rome. Everybody's naked and having orgies. Now niggas like threesomes,
Yeah.
homosexuals. But this devil has the power to put that stigma on you. That's one of the definitions for the devil, a false accuser. You know, he has it in his means to put it in the media that the so-called black man is the biggest faggot. You know?
Really, he the biggest one of all time.
Hell yeah, he's naturally a faggot.
Naturally. You know, go back to that. We're gonna go back to
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan.
that. Right, so we already established who the dragon was, the serpent. Okay, go ahead.
Which deceiveth the whole earth, the
Right,
whole world.
Deceiveth the whole world, because what? When the Roman Empire was in full effect, what was they doing? What was the Roman Empire doing? It was running around the earth deceiving people, man. You got to bow down to the god of Jupiter. You got to bow down to this. You got to bow down to that. That's why you had so many revolts, so many other little pocket lands that was fighting against the Roman Empire, because the Roman Empire was running around trying to get niggas to bow down to some wild shit, man.
Well, the Greeks, they learned all of that Senate. Like you look at the Senate and all that now, and a lot of their tactics in war, the Iron Age, they learned that from the dark-skinned Japhites that was in Europe before them. It's the Minoans, I forget the other name, but they learned they stole that whole custom. And that's why when you go into First Maccabees, it says that Alexander the Greek, his father, you know, he was taking down the nations of Philip the Macedonian. You know, he was taking down the dark nations. To even accept those titles as a Macedonian and a Greek and a Roman, they had to take down those what do you call it? Them dark nations.
Right.
So they literally don't have a culture.
No,
That really, well, can I get?
no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, this is Job 30 in 3. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former time desolate and waste.
Yeah, real quick, it says fleeing into the wilderness. You just seen the photo that the brother just showed you. What were they called? Woodwolves.
Damn.
The wild men, a nigga in the wilderness, man.
Sounds
And it tells you in the book of Genesis. Cause somebody, you hold that real quick, and somebody get that in Genesis where it says he was a man of the field.
Oh, yup.
You know what I mean? Esau is a man of the field, man. That's why he gets excited when he goes camping, right? That's why he gets excited to do all them crazy daring stunts and to be out there with them goddamn them animals all up close on him. You know what I mean? He love that shit because he's a man of the field. He's a man of the wilderness.
Them niggas go in the tightest sliver of the cave and get fucking stuck in there and die.
Stuck.
Yeah.
And nigga be happy about it too. You ever seen them niggas that be trapped in the cave?
Well,
Yeah, I'm
he
stuck in this
can't
fucking
get out.
cave. Oh my god.
in this cave,
Nigga
bro.
excited
You know what I'm
to die by a thrill.
Well, hey, this is how I would have loved to go out, man.
Love
I'm
this.
Doing what I love, brother.
You know? Go ahead.
This is Genesis 25, and I'll start at verse 25. And the first came out red in all, Salakia. And the first came out red all over, like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau.
Yeah, the hairy red represents the blood showing forth through Esau's skin. Because when you don't have melanin, melanin is pretty much a covering from the sun, right? And melanin hides all of the, the blood that's going on in your skin and all of the veins. When he get mad or he get in a stressful situation, he turned red because his skin is pretty much transparent. It's weak.
Right.
That skin that he has on him is weak, right? And when when Isaac saw him, right, Isaac looked at him and said, "Aishah," which means wasted. He's wasted away. You know what I mean? So the Hebrew word for Esau is Aishah, which means wasted. Like, where the hell is his pigment at? What's wrong with this dude, man?
That was a fulfillment of the curse of Cain.
Right.
That had to come back on the Edomites, his line. That's why the beast, the dragon, the serpent, you know.
Right. It all ties together. Keep going.
It says, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field.
Cunning hunter. Look at that. A cunning hunter. This whole Mark of the Beast grid, this is all cunning, man. Right? The average person couldn't think about how to set up. They couldn't think this far ahead, you know what I mean, to set up a grid like the WEF has done to usher in the Mark of the Beast and all of this deception. I mean, this nigga has not missed a beat as far as getting these people conditioned to receive that mark. It's been a long time coming. BET, black woman shenanigans, homosexuality. The average person wouldn't be able to think about nothing like that. They'd just be, you know what I mean, they'll just probably just get to it, or they wouldn't know what to do, you know what I mean, with that level of power, right, to get people to submit. But Esau, he know how to do it because he's a cunning hunter.
And that shit was passed through generations. You know, the eldest taught the youngest the same motives. You know what I'm saying? Because you had Margaret Sanger. You know, who,
She's a cunning hunter.
She created Planned Parenthood.
Margaret Sanger is a cunning hunter. Bill Gates
is her grandson.
Cunning hunter.
Same mindset.
Donald Trump, cunning hunter. Every high profile Edomite that you know is a cunning hunter in a way.
And then Barack Obama comes from the line of the Bushes, supposedly.
Right.
You know?
Another cunning demon. Man.
That's why you're not supposed to trust these devils. You got Jake in the South, in the deep South, going through them sundown towns, or they want to be friends with them Edomites.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat this pie.
Yeah, let their children spend a night
nigga.
with the so-called white woman, and then the child end up missing. You know how many cases go on? You know what I'm saying? And then nothing's, oh, we don't know what happened. In the middle of the night, we went to give the kids some cookies, and the child was missing out the bed.
The cops is Edomites. The cops that are investigating the case be Edomites. They're all working together, man. You know?
Yeah, you stay the fuck away from the Esau. You know?
The fuck? Go ahead.
It says, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.
Wait, read that part again.
It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field.
Yep, a man of the field. So that's you can stop it right there. You know what I mean? He was a man of the field. You can read that again in Job. You know what I mean? That tell you who he is in his spirit. That's who Esau is in his spirit. And in fact, when you go deeper into the story, right? Isaac he became blind because of old age at some point, and Jacob tricked Isaac for that blessing by wearing
some hairy,
that hairy garment. Which animal? Y'all know what animal it was?
I forget. Badger or something.
It was an animal skin,
yeah.
Right? He was wearing an animal skin, and that's how he tricked Isaac to receive that blessing, because Isaac automatically thought that was Esau. He was like, oh, that smell, that wild forest smell, that's him. Oh, that's Esau. Okay, that's my son.
That's why these devils like to shave now. They invented that. Where in history do men, you got to shave on this job? That's the glory of a man, is his beard, and his woman. Because, they're trying to tone down that wild beast. Can you imagine if these Edomites, I'm not lying, I used to go to Starbucks. I didn't believe that they smelled like dog. Every time I went into the bathroom, I thought, okay, at some point today, some dumbass Edomite brought their big ass dog in here. That's what I thought. Until I got the pattern. Them Edomites go in that bathroom, all that hair, man, they smell terrible, bro.
That's why they're the ones that are prone to get lice. You know what I mean? In school, they used to have them little lice stations, like go get checked out by the nurse. You don't know which kids can have lice. They knew which kids had lice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They just didn't want to make Esau, them little Edomite kids, feel they didn't want them to feel singled out, was what I'm trying to say. They knew that it was only the Edomites that had them that lice back in the day. They knew Jake didn't have that lice, but Esau he had that lice because his hair. If you look at Esau's hair, it's like a dog, man, right? And when you have that type of hair, it's prone to infections and fucking bugs to get up in there, man. You know what I mean?
And they're prone to a lot of diseases that more than our people. But they genetically modify vaccines and genetically modify our foods. If you go in any hood, the quality of food, especially the so-called Latino stores, they think they got it going on. I go in there, I be looking at that shit, them labels, they really poisoning y'all.
That Sazon.
Yeah, because see, they gotta bring our people, they're on a low base level. They're prone, these Edomites are prone to all kind of diseases. Yeah. But they don't put that out there like that. They're a sickly people, man.
Weak as hell, too.
The elder Yashawamba was talking about how them inoculations straight out the womb really level the playing field. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Between the so-called white man and the Israelite, you know what I'm saying, child. You know?
Because the Latin and the Negro man, they invent all kind of shit just off the strength, just cause they got time to do it. They just make shit. You got niggas over there in Africa that ain't really got too much. Them niggas is building fucking generators that don't take no electricity.
Getting
Nigga,
water out the sky.
water out of thin air. Them
Jake,
niggas.
Jake in prison is cooking 5-star meals up in there.
Yeah.
Them
Hibachi.
niggas done figured out how to.
Yeah, they got the hibachi. and
Them niggas is like electricians. They done figured out how to get the microwave to connect with the goddamn sink, and that creates electricity to heat the goddamn food up.
You know?
And them is the lowest niggas of our nation.
Yeah.
Them niggas in jail, and they still better than Esau.
Oh yeah, they do, yo.
You know what I mean? They still better than Esau's scraggly ass. And if I could say one thing about that lice, it just hit me. The reason why Esau is so prone to that lice is because, like we said, he ain't got no melanin in his skin. So that means when he goes out to the sun, his skin burns easy, right? So imagine your scalp just being burnt up easy as hell. It's just a bunch of dead fucking dead cells more than usual.
That's food.
Because
that's food.
because everybody has dead skin that they gotta wash off, but Esau has double, if not triple, the amount of dead skin on his body because he don't have no melanin. There's nothing to protect his skin. You know what I mean? So that's why he's prone to lice and he's prone to all that cancer, all of them cancers, right, and all of them diseases because this nigga, his body is deficient, man. You know.
This is Job 3:3. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste. And really, the only reason why this is a curse from the Lord. But the blessing of Jacob, wait, who was that? Not Jacob, Isaac. You know, it was promised that at some point these Edomites would come into power for a season. So technically, you so-called white people only came into this power by our forefathers.
Right.
They blessed you with that. With your blessing now, but that's only for temporary. This shit is about up now. You know? It says, for want and famine, we read that. Who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as a thief. Yeah, because a lot of those Eastern nations to this very day, they know that you devils are nothing but thieves. You know? The only thing you did create is the patent. Everything else in your society is old technology. Really, all this shit is old technology just made smaller. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean? But everywhere you went around the earth, you chose to kill the people. You befriended them, killed them, and you stole their ways. And then you said, oh, we went to war, we just won it. No, it's just that everybody else, you know, these other nations, they don't think like that. As soon as you come around somebody, let's kill them and take what they got. That's not normal.
Esau didn't have to kill Gad.
Yeah.
Gad already he gave him the whole platter. Look, man, we got you, man. Don't even trip. We got you with this. He didn't have to kill Gad. He wanted to kill Gad because he's a demon, man.
He wanted him out the way.
You know what I mean?
He's a thief. That's why them Arabs, they hate you devils. And somehow you flip the narrative on them like they're the terrorists. You got all these people thinking they're the terrorists. But you people gonna find out who the real terrorist is. Your own fucking government. The so-called white man is the biggest terrorist on the earth. The biblical Edomites.
Yep.
You know?
Right.
And the scriptures say that
A bunch of damn devils. Look, he's laughing. That's why the Most High is gonna destroy your fat ass. Salaki.
Yeah, that's all. Good, yeah, go ahead. What you gonna say,
The
Tyler?
the Lord said that he created all things for himself, even the wicked one, for the day of evil. So the Lord is going to actually use these Edomites and these wicked heathens on Jake.
Yeah.
Jacob's trouble is for you wicked niggas out there that don't want to get right.
Right.
You know, and they ready. They ready to unleash it because you got all the old Rothschilds dying and shit. They don't want the whole family line. That's their dream, to see the New World Order. They dreamed about this for years. Hundreds of years they've been trying to put it in motion. That's why they're going to make it mandatory.
That's right.
That's right. It says,
People that wish that
who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat.
That's what they were eating in the caves. That they were eating bugs. Like when you see the hills have eyes, they were in a state like that. They put these movies out for Hollywood to make it seem like it's a good movie, but that's how they were really living. They had some people called the Bean Clan in Ireland that were eating body parts and shit. They were having incest. They were sick. But they tried to wipe that part of history out, and then all of a sudden they just popped up with a black suit, and they became rich. You know, and with Elder Barak did a lesson a while ago saying that it's remarkable how they went from the 1400s to now, going from being cavemen to being extremely wealthy. Go back to Meyer, what was his name? Meyer and Bauer, the head of the Rothschilds. I just watched a video that he sent his family in different parts of, I think it was England or Europe, to open up these banks.
Well, look at the quality of life. All this technology is not being used to forward the people. Everybody's sick. Everybody's bugged the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You don't have access to nothing. Every natural resource on the earth, you're paying for it 3 times over. The quality of life, ever since these people came into power, is just diminished. The ancient world was better than this. The women were better than this. They were prettier than this. They were cleaner than this. People were smarter than this. They had fucking common sense. Now all the nigga know is what they see on TV, which proves that these people are base fucking gremlins, man.
And they're ready. And just like what the brother said, the state of these people shows that they're ready for the next phase of control, which is the MOTB, right? That's the next phase that Esau is about to transition these people into, man. Because they're ready. They're niggas ain't never been this stupid, man. Niggas ain't you can't have a society full of warriors and men who are gonna fight back and fight against oppression if all of them are faggot. It don't work like that, man. I don't know what these niggas be thinking. The LGBT community is brave or something. That's not bravery, man. Okay? That's not bravery. That's dysfunction. Okay? And that's nonsense, man. And that's not gonna, push forth a righteous agenda, right? To where there'll be no more oppression. There'll be clean water. That does nothing for the planet Earth, but just mingle in that seed of the devil, man.
Because really all the most important technologies, and I'm gonna finish this, really the most important technologies that forward it, because this devil like to say, how are you saying that we're base if we gave you technology? The most important technology, one, the ability to telecommunicate came from Jacob. You know what I'm saying? The whole the Industrial Revolution came from Jacob, really. The most important technologies, really without that whole concept of communicating with a nigga that's not really there, that came from Jake. The telegraph, the internet.
Because without that, there would be no, this society wouldn't be. Everything relies off of what this brother's saying, that technology of communication. The ports, they got to communicate with a nigga over there. This nigga got to communicate with this nigga for you to get paid. This motherfucker got to communicate with this person to turn the lights on, so that way the whole city can have electricity. It's all about, the main technology is communication. And that was created by Jake. The internet is communication. And the internet was created by Jake, man. You know what I mean? So Esau, he ain't create nothing but that wicked ass shit, that GMO shit. Homosexual liberation, female liberation, that's the shit he created. He created everything to destroy mankind, man.
I got something.
Let me just finish this, because I'm gonna have to dip. I gotta dip out right now. It says, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as a thief to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. Meaning they didn't even have a language. In bushes they were just making noises. You know? And that's not far-fetched, because if you grow a child up, like a lot of these so-called Negroes, they like to say, some of these Negroes grow up in some harsh conditions. They don't read properly and shit. You know, they like to make fun of Jake, or they speak Ebonics. Well, our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Esau, you know, the Most High cursed him to that point. You know what I mean? Where he didn't even have no fucking language. But it said they dwelled in the caves. If you could pan the camera, everything is built like a fucking like the caves. When you go into ancient Petra or Mount Seir, the origins of the so-called white man, okay, he carved out holes into the rocks, the mountains, and it looked just like these buildings, you know. And this is very low quality architecture. I was looking into something where this devil, he went all throughout the earth destroying these magnificent structures that were built by the dark nations, because he doesn't want the mass populace to think on a high level. So what you do, you just build apartments and you build fucking buildings with holes in them and stack everybody on top of each other. You know what I mean?
And then if I could say, Job was speaking directly about the not the Israelites, the Edomites, because he was living in the land of Uz. The land of Uz is the land of the Edomites. So, you know what I mean? Job was actually looking at the Edomites doing all of this. You know what I mean? He was speaking from his point of view, for real.
That's why King David, and who was that? Was it Joab and them? They wanted to exterminate the Edomites.
Yeah.
The Most High had to preserve Esau, you know, because King David and his men, they had a particular hatred for Esau. They would take him to the top of the mountains and just kick them niggas off the mountain and watch them splatter.
Yep.
But the Lord had to reserve a remnant of Esau, the white man, for biblical prophecy for this day. Because if it was no Esau, when the Lord returns, who's going to be in power? The Edomites are set to be in power when the Lord returns to destroy the kingdom,
Right.
this kingdom, you know.
That's right.
But that's how much hatred that King David and them, every male that pissed against the wall, King David said, we gonna destroy them niggas.
Right.
You know?
Esau has always been a slimy ass nigga. That nigga when King Saul died, right? That nigga who came up to you gotta go? Oh yeah. Hey, y'all listen to
Y'all listen to something.
Lord willing, next time we'll start. We'll start early. It was just shalom. Yeah. What was I talking about? I was talking about. Oh yeah, after King Saul died, right? You had that buffoon that came up to King David and was like, "Yeah, I killed King Saul for you. I did that." And King David put his ass to death because he was like, "Who are you to touch the Lord's anointed?"
Right.
But that shows you Esau's mentality all the time. He's a slimy ass nigga. Haman, slimy, sneaky ass nigga every time, man. You know what I mean? So Esau has always been this goddamn nigga in the cut, working up mischief. You know what I mean? Because that's his spirit. That's who he is. The so-called white man is the serpent. He is the devil, man. All right? And it's a goddamn shame that you Negroes, especially, you don't know that by now, man.
They started a fire and blamed it on Jay.
Yeah,
Who was
Nero.
that? King Nero?
That was Nero.
Yep, Nero.
Nero did that shit, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Always up to some shit.
Let's go back to that Revelation 13. What's up, man? Okay, stand right here then. So you know what I mean? You ain't just all the way over there, you know? What's going on?
No, just saying you guys are. Thank you.
Oh yeah, man, no problem, man.
Yeah,
Hey, no problem.
Yeah, we come out here from the world, though. Don't think more put it on our spirit, not us.
They understand your system.
I appreciate it, man. Go ahead. 16. Thank you, man.
It's Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond.
Yeah, okay. Rich and poor, free and bond. Okay, that's the societal levels. This is the levels of society, rich and the poor. Okay, everybody's gonna have to get down with this if you're not a part of the elite ruling class. See, the elite, they don't have to. They're not gonna have to do this. All right, they're not gonna have to do this. Okay, and I believe a lot of these little celebrities. I mean, I'm just speaking as a man.
Like immunity.
Yeah, I believe a lot of these celebrities is probably gonna get that immunity as well because of all of the work they did, like Diddy, you know what I mean, and Samuel Jackson.
They're goddamn heathens at this point.
You know what I mean? These niggas who the wicked of our people who full blown participated in satanic worship, full blown. You know, I believe some of them is gonna get that immunity to where they don't have to take the Quran, but the majority of people is gonna have to get down with this.
And you know, behind closed doors, the niggas like Diddy and them,
Yeah.
they were like, you know what I'm saying? There's like a ritual where they have to blaspheme, you know, the Holy Spirit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that's all a part of the you know, the chant that they do. You know what I mean?
what I'm
Before they
saying?
do their little sacrifices and shit. You know, blaspheme the Lord. You know what I mean? The Hippocratic Oath.
Yeah.
When you read the Hippocratic Oath on Google, that's blaspheming the Lord right there, because they talking about we doing this medicine in the name of Pluto or whoever,
Yeah.
all these other weirdo gods.
Oh, J-Lo, it just came out. She had an ex-husband, one of the many. That nigga came out and was like, man, our marriage, you know, was in jeopardy. So J-Lo, she ordained them to go out and do sacrifice a chicken. They sacrificed a goat. They covered J-Lo in the blood of the goat and had her chant this whole shit. And he said that he was just standing there butt naked, like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
bro?"
nigga butt naked watching J-Lo bug out.
They've been doing a lot. They've been doing a lot of that this month. October 29th to the 31st, they'll at least do a bunch of sacrifices.
What's it called? What's the calendar?
On the
Satanic calendar.
Yeah, but this is a
name.
time frame.
Yeah.
There's a time frame.
I know Halloween is really called Samhain.
Samhain.
Something like, you know. But yeah, you're right. This is the time where they get down and busy with the rituals and the sacrifices, right? So, I believe, me personally, I could be wrong, but I believe a lot of these celebrities, that's why they going so hard, because Esau is probably promising these niggas, look, you know what I mean, you do this, we got you. You ain't got to worry about putting that shit inside of your hand and, getting down with the Neuralink. You know what I mean? Look at Mark Zuckerberg, Rick Ross, and Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Why are they building bunkers?
You know what's good.
Because they know what's coming. You know what I mean? And they probably don't have, for them to have them bunkers, they probably don't have no plans of getting that goddamn RFID chip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a lot of these celebrities is probably going to get that immunity, but hey, a lot of them celebrities is going to be face to face with the men of the Lord when we come back down off them ships. That's what a lot of them niggas, that's what that's what their judgment is going to be. It's going to be facing the men of the Lord.
Get ripped limb from limb.
Get ripped limb from them because of niggas like Diddy and who else? Kim Kardashian and Drake. These are some sick, crazy motherfuckers, man. Maniacs, man. Niggas who've done some shit that make you throw up in your mouth. You wouldn't believe the shit that they've done off camera.
You had that nigga Diddy make that phone call from jail.
Yeah, I heard
He was
that.
talking about get rid of them
Pizza boxes,
Remember what
the
we
bull-
talked about?
The pizza, and that's his son. He was talking to his son, the little dark skinned nigga. I told you I hate that little
They
nigga.
get destroyed.
You know what I mean? But the thing is a lot of them motherfuckers. What was I talking about?
My bad,
No, I forgot. What was I talking about?
Oh, the immunity.
Yeah, the immunity.
Because
You know what I mean?
they done so much.
Yeah, they done so much. You know what I mean? Niggas like Drake and Diddy and all, them is some sick demon. Lil Wayne, them niggas is possessed by the devil at this point. You know what I mean? So a lot of Birdman. So a lot of them niggas, the Lord probably want hands-on with them. You know what I mean? The Lord want hands-on action with them.
Now, can you imagine them in their past lives too, for them to actually get this position?
Right.
Man,
They were demons all the way.
Niggas, yeah.
So the Lord, a lot of you niggas, a lot of these motherfuckers of our people, they gonna get a hands-on punishment, man. Yeah, they might escape the missiles, straight up. They might escape the missiles. They might jump on that private jet, that $1 million, $250,000 private jet, and flee their ass to Sweden and go lock themselves in that bunker with the elites. But guess what? When we come back down off them ships, we gonna come holler at them niggas, man. Right? And we gonna give them a special judgment because they are people, right? You know what I mean? Just like when you deal with what's that law called? The extradition. The extradition law, I believe that's what it's called, where let's say for instance you commit a crime in one country.
You gotta
right?
expedite?
Yeah, the expedition law where you let's say you commit a crime in America, right?
They gotta ship them back. There's a deal.
Yeah, they gotta ship them. You know what I mean? You do a crime in America and then you try to flee your ass to fucking India or something like that. But India has an extradition treaty with America, so if the Indian officials catch you, they ship you back to America so that way you can get your judgment because technically you are an American.
Yeah,
so those Israelites, okay, that are doing that abomination, they got to be judged by their own people because you belong to the Lord. You belong to this nation, right? You're not gonna. A lot of you niggas, you ain't gonna go to the grave with Esau, right, and just be like, oh, let me hide behind him, and okay, if you gotta kill me, just kill me. No, you gonna get brought into the court of law when we get in our power, man. Okay, niggas like Diddy and all them niggas, you gonna get brought into the court of law, okay, and you gonna be judged by your people, and that's really what them niggas is afraid of. You know what I mean? They afraid to be judged by their own people. That's why they don't want that faggot shit that they be doing out here in the public, because they know that Jake will be looking at them crazy. You know what I mean? They don't care how Esau look at them, because they doing that shit with Esau, but they don't want Jake to be looking at, they don't want their own people to be calling them homosexuals and saying you're a murderer. They can't stand that on their conscience, you know?
And it's funny you say, because actually, Lil Durk, he just got busted. He was trying to fly out to Dubai, Italy, and Switzerland, but they had actually brought out how they have expedite laws to ship him back to America if he actually did that. So
Right.
he was fucked either way.
Yeah.
But
No.
same deal.
Yeah, he got to get judged by his own people technically. You know what I mean? So a lot of you celebrities, a lot of you niggas that you've been living a high rise with Esau, niggas like Dr. Dre making billions of dollars, doing all of that wicked ass shit. Okay, you're gonna have to be brought into the court of law, and you're gonna get a special judgment,
And
a
that's-
judgment tailor made,
Yeah.
custom made for you.
And you're on the radar of every brother out here on the highways and byways. We know about you niggas, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So there's no getting away.
there ain't no. We gonna be happy to do it, man. Go ahead.
Free and bond to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads.
Yeah, that's the RFID chip. Okay, the RFID technology, man. All right, and they pretty much just blasting it everywhere at this point, man. You know what I mean? You know, they blasting it. They letting you know what they getting ready to do. You know, Elon Musk with that brain technology. Okay, they talking about they want to have that on the market as soon as possible. Okay, even what you seen with them Tesla robots. What do you think those Tesla robots is gonna have inside of them? They're gonna have the RFID technology inside of them, man. You know what I mean? And that you're gonna be able to connect. Imagine this: a human being that got the RFID technology in them, he can now connect virtually with that Tesla robot. So the nigga, he in his apartment with the Tesla robot, and the nigga, he ain't even gotta say nothing. He can just call the Tesla robot and come in his room without even saying anything. Him and the Tesla robot are like intertwined together now. They're in sync. They're interlocked because he got that technology in him, and that Tesla robot is made of that technology.
He start getting hungry, and the robot's already cooking up something that he's craving.
Yep. Here you go. Or the robot already know the nigga's he already know the nigga blood temperature and shit. Oh, you're a little under the weather today, Jonathan. How about I call
How'd you know?
how about I call the ambulance?
Yeah.
Your heart rate is off the charts.
Oh, how'd you know?
You know what I mean? And that's the world that Esau is trying to create. Man and machine intertwining together. Man, machine, and freaks.
Yeah.
All right? Man, machine, and freaks.
Yeah.
All right? Because the LGBT community, that's bringing in a freak. That's freak nature, right? Because off of homosexuality, what comes next? Bestiality, laying down with animals. No, really, after homosexuality is coming that pedo activity, child sex. Then the bestiality. Then from bestiality, I mean, a nigga, he just so turned out. You'll just start seeing niggas hump cars, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Toasters. You know what I mean? Niggas just got the. You know what I mean? Niggas go inside a nigga's apartment and nigga just blasted off on everything, man. Nigga ejaculated on everything. You know what I mean? But that's the world that Esau wants. Man, machine, and freaks, all in one union. iRobot, man. Go ahead.
That's all the catering to the flesh. You know what I'm saying? These niggas who get addicted to sex, get addicted to, you know, and it snowballs into them practicing homosexuality. That's all the flesh, man. They're just exploring different ways. Like the brother always brings out, there are many avenues for the wicked, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's very honorable in this time that you're living a disciplined life. You know?
That's right.
That's why we have that hope. That's why we're prisoners of hope. And we actually can believe that we're going to be saved because we know what you niggas are doing, man. We know if you're a gang-banging nigga. We know if you're a homosexual. We know if you're a nigga who's over here looking at child porn and shit.
Smoking blunts
You
all
niggas
day.
don't have a chance, bro. And we're thankful for
That's right. Go ahead.
Revelation 13 and 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
Somebody get some articles on the WEF and the digital IDs. You know, let's go into that a little bit more. You know what I mean? Read that again.
Revelation 13 and 17, and that no man might buy or sell.
Yeah, buy or sell. Okay. What is buying and selling ultimately? Currency. Okay. That's the trade system, man. All right. So pretty much, what the scriptures is saying is, a certain, device or a certain agenda is going to be set up in the latter days that's going to wager the currency system, right? You're going to have to get down with a certain program in order to, you know, participate in buying things, going to the grocery stores, going to Target, going to Walmart, right? Selling things, right? Because you got a lot of, you know, when it says selling things, it's not just talking about a lemonade stand. No, all of these businesses, they all sell shit. So these businesses is gonna have to get down with RFID technology, right? The motherfuckers working inside of the businesses is gonna have to have the technology personally, and then for them to accept anybody that they sell to, they gotta have the technology for them to sell it to. You see? So it's all gonna, you know, coincide, man. It's all gonna come together at some point, man. All right, and you can see it if you're paying attention to biblical prophecy. All right, you can see that that's where the world is leading. It's leading to a digital-based society, man. All right, what?
St. Peter had the mark.
You gotta have that mark. You gotta have the RFID technology, man. All right, the RFID technology is gonna be more important than a social security card. I'll put it to you like that. Now, you can't get no job in America without a social security card. You cannot. That's why the immigrants, they come from these other countries and they gotta work them warehouse jobs and them landscaping jobs, right? And them hard labor jobs, because what? They don't have social security cards, man. They weren't born in the United States. You see? So the RFID chip, that's gonna be more important than that. That's gonna be more important than a birth certificate, a social security card. That will be your birth certificate and social security card. If you have that inside of your skin, you're not gonna need that. Because all they gotta do is just, okay, well, put your hand right here.
Scan you, nigga.
You know what I mean? Just scan you, and all your information gonna come up on the fucking, on the little goddamn computer screen, man.
Well, when you go into the word charagma, after charax, it's grapho, which grapho stems from the word graph, which is basically a record of all your information.
Right.
You know, so that's what this brother's talking about.
That's what it's all about.
I got the article.
Okay, let him just finish this. You go, yeah, finish that. Yeah.
St. Peter had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Yeah, the name of the beast, right? You know what I mean? Read that again. My bad. I was distracted, bro.
St. Peter had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Keep going.
There is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast.
Yeah, this is the number of the beast right here. Go ahead.
For it is the number of a man.
Right, and when it says this is the number of the beast, basically the scriptures is telling you, look out for this number. When you see this number, okay, understand that a wicked vibration is attached to it. And when this brother reads this number, you're going to know exactly what we're talking about. Go ahead.
For it is the number of a man.
Of a man, there he is. So where's the serpent? Where's the little snake? It's always a man, he, his, okay? The snake is a metaphor. The dragon is a metaphor, man. What?
And his number is 600, 666.
That's 666.
Yeah.
When you do the math, okay? 666. Now look at this society around you, man. Everything is 666, right?
The patent, Microsoft patent.
Yeah.
Bill Gates' Microsoft patent was 060606.
Come on now. You know what I mean? You look at the pyramid. The pyramid has 3 points, right? What's 3 times 2? 6. You know, everything is either 666 or it adds up to 666.
That word, that 666 is chi, psi, stigma.
Yeah.
And stigma is actually a cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it all ties together because this is Galatians 6 and 17. From henceforth, let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord Yahweh Shai. And the word for marks there is stigma. And the marks that Yahweh Shai had received was those cuts in his palm.
Yeah.
To actually nail him to the cross.
That's right.
So it all ties together, man.
It all makes sense. And then you look at a lot of these tragedies and these staged events, these staged tragedies where 30 people die in one day, school shootings. A lot of that shit be going back to 666 when you do the numerology of the entire entire scene.
And then you'll get the Masonic numbers like 33 and 13 or some shit.
Oh, it happened, and they'll have some shit go down like October 6th at 6 p.m. and it was 6 people that died.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the number. That's the number of the beast.
Yep. He has his handprint all over it.
You know that's how you know. Okay, Esau was behind that right there, man.
Yeah.
The Satanic Church. Okay, they worship this number heavy, man. 666. They worship that number heavy, man. Okay, so the Lord pretty much is saying, look, when you see that number, okay, understand that that's him. All right, anything associated with that number, all right, goes back to the beast. It goes back to the devil, Esau, Edom, man.
And you can associate the all-seeing eye with that as well.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So when you go to those FEMA camps, you're gonna see the all-seeing eye everywhere.
Yep. You will see all types of symbols in the FEMA
when
camps,
you
man.
see that guillotine, it's probably gonna have an all-seeing eye on top of it.
Motherfucker might have 666
You
in
know what I'm
blood
saying?
on the blade,
Yeah.
chopping your head off, man.
Yeah.
These elites, these satanic motherfuckers that run this world, they worship this number, man. 666. All right, they worship this number, man. All right.
That's right.
And the thing is at one point, our people used to know this. This is common knowledge that 666 is evil, right? But now our people, they've adopted this number as a fashion statement, man.
Right.
Now Jake is walking around with the Baphomet T-shirt on,
All
and
it took was some rappers.
a T-shirt with 666 on it. And then you talk to Jake, 3-6 Mafia. You talk to Jake's stupid ass, Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? You talk to Jake's stupid ass. You tell him, hey, 666 is the devil. Oh no, man, actually, man, 666 is actually the number of the second
Six
Christ.
neutrons and protons and megatrons,
Start getting-
which ultimately is the
It's the
formula
number
for.
of the, you know what I mean?
Well, they say 6 protons, neutrons, and megatrons or some shit.
Yeah.
Is the formula for melanin.
The fuck out of here, man. Go ahead.
If I may, at work, there's this girl who does like witchcraft and stuff, and she says 666 represents the balance. That's what she calls it.
The balance.
Yeah.
It's the balance of Satan.
Yeah, she,
It's the balance of Satan.
and that chick probably has fucking 30 dicks run up in it
Yeah.
already.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? She's discombobulated in her mind.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, but this is that article, and the Elder Monatazakba did an article on this a while back. It's from the People's Voice TV. It says FBI insider, elite planning doomsday attack to kill millions of non-compliant citizens.
Yeah, non-compliant citizens, right? The mark. That all ties into the mark. Was there any more on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just read that. You can get that after. Yeah, because it talks about whoever don't get it is going to be killed.
You have to go to Revelation 20.
Yeah, Revelation 20. Yeah, go to Revelation 20 and 4. Right? Because that's what it's going to boil down to, man. It's going to turn back into the raw draconian days, or the times that wasn't even that long ago. The chattel slavery days when Esau was forcing the Negroes, the Native Americans, and the Latinos into slavery. You know what I mean? There was no negotiation with Esau at that time. All right, they was pulling you out your houses, kidnapping you, and forcing you into a lifestyle, right? And if you didn't partake in that lifestyle, it meant death, inevitably, right? So that's where this society is going to lead to eventually. Okay, the so-called white man Esau Edom, he's been nice with you dumb motherfuckers. All right, he's been real nice with you people. He's been real lenient, but his time is running out, so he's gonna have to turn back into that medieval jerk that y'all forgot about. Okay, and you're gonna. I personally believe public executions is gonna come back.
Revelation 12 and 12.
You know what I mean? In public executions where, you know what I mean.
Firing squads.
Firing squad. I'm talking about, we in the city of Pasadena right now. Imagine in the middle of the street, you know what I mean, martial law troops, they make an example
Well-
of 3 motherfuckers
Yep.
that don't want to get with the program, and they just blow his head off right there in front of the whole city.
Well, what's that movie? When you watch Braveheart, they had public torturings. When you would not reverence the king, he was fighting against the king for freedom. You know what I'm saying? His name was Sir William Wallace, and basically when they caught up to him, they put him on a bed where it was stretching his limbs out. So they was warning him. They was like, give reverence to the king. Give reverence to the king. They kept stretching him, and ultimately, hey, he stood on his on what he believed in, and repeated and basically told him, fuck you. And they stretched him out so far that they killed him.
Yeah, and that's and that's what they're gonna force people to do in this time period. They might not say give reverence to the king this
Yeah.
time, but they're gonna say
Take the chip.
take this mark, take the chip, take the chip, take the chip. Oh no, man, no.
You think they got
Put
the
him to death.
guillotine broadcasted on live TV? Yeah.
They're probably gonna do that. Broadcast a guillotine execution.
Channel
That's-
6, guillotine execution.
That's gonna be like the Dodgers game. You sit and watch the Dodgers game, and you know what I mean?
Live now.
Live now.
Guillotine executions
Execution.
taking
Just-
place in Pasadena, California.
30 men, 30 men were executing today.
Yes.
You know, it's gonna get sinister out here, man. Okay? It's gonna get sinister out here before all of this shit is done, man. All right? Go ahead.
It's Revelation 20:4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them. Judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High.
That's not what I want. I want where it's talking about and any man that don't take the mark of death. You know what I mean?
Revelation 14. If any man receive his mark,
No. If any man, like if Esau is saying that he should die if he don't take the mark.
You want me to get a 13, 15?
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. It's
Oh,
15,
back in
13.
13.
Yeah, it's 13 and 15. That's what I was looking for, bud.
This is Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
You have power to give life unto the image of the beast. Okay, and that's ultimately talking about a lifestyle,
Yeah.
right? The image of the beast is a lifestyle, right? These people are walking with the image of the beast, right? Because when you read Genesis, the first chapter, right? But somebody get it. Let's get it. Let's get where it talks about Genesis 1 and 26.
and
I believe that's what it is,
ultimately,
right?
when you take that chip,
And we're gonna get that word image,
when you take that chip, you're worshiping the image of the beast.
right?
Because you're taking that chip to get back to your normalcy, which is ultimately what we're living in today. We're living in the image of the beast. This is the Roman Empire.
Right.
You
It's
know
the
what I'm saying?
lifestyle.
The lifestyle. You're taking that chip. Because you worship coming back to this, and you want to come back to this so bad.
And an image is dealing with what? It's dealing with mirror, reflections, right? A mirror, a reflection, right? So when it's talking about the image that you're taking on, you people are taking on the reflection of the devil, right? You are mirroring the devil's agenda, man, right? Go ahead, Genesis 1 and 26.
The book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 26. And the Most High said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
All right, that's right there. Okay. No, go to 27. Go to 27.
So the Most High created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them.
Yeah. Created God, the Most High. Well, God will. That's actually not the Most High.
Elohim.
That's the Elohim, right? But you could read it verbatim and say God. You know what I mean? But but it says so. God created man in His own image. You know what I mean? So when the Lord created the sons, because really this is dealing with the sons of God. There's always been a separation between the heathen, the sons of men, and the sons of the wicked. This is talking about the sons of God when it says created man in his own image, meaning that the sons of God were supposed to take on the same mentality, the same lifestyle, right? They were supposed to mirror Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, right? They were supposed to be a reflection on the earth of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, okay? So this word image, in the blue letter, the definition, right? Image, it says image, likeness of resemblance, mere empty image, and then one of them says heathen gods, right? So go back to that Revelation 13 and 15.
This is Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
The image of the beast, right? See? So it's all going back to a lifestyle, a likeness, all right? A heathen god, all right? And like we said, the average person out here is involved with the image of the beast. If you smoke cigarettes, you smoke weed, okay, you do any type of drugs, you're an adulteress, you are participating in the image of the beast. You are reflecting the image of Satan on earth, man.
And you're weak.
And you're weak. Okay? Because the image, the reflection of Satan is weakness, ultimately. You know what I mean? The reflection of Satan breaks you down. That's
his tongue between the horns.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's the image of the beast. He's a Satanist, man.
He's gonna die, man. Real soon.
All right?
Real fucking soon, man.
You people are reflecting the image of Satan on this planet, man. All right? That's why the Lord gotta destroy you people, man. All right? At this point, the Lord gotta get rid of you people, man.
Snap that motherfucker like a twig.
Right?
That the image of the beast to both speak and cause as many as will not worship the image of the beast to be killed.
Yeah, so like we was talking about public executions, okay? People getting grabbed up and sent to them FEMA camps, all right? A lot of the people that's gonna be in the FEMA camps is gonna be people that disagree with the New World Order.
That's right.
And I don't mean that just because somebody disagree with the New World Order that they're a part of the elect. No, people are gonna disagree with the New World Order for their own personal reasons, man. Oh, I don't want technology inside of me. I don't wanna vote for this individual. I don't want that going on in my city. I don't want this, I don't want that. So it's gonna be a lot of people that are not a part of the elect. They're gonna get murdered, okay, for not getting down with the program. They're gonna be made an example of, man. You see? Why? Because they don't want to worship the image of the beast. We're not gonna worship the image of the beast.
Right.
So he gonna have to kill us, man.
I got something real quick.
But
2 Maccabees 7:1. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips.
and I'll tell you this, that mark of the beast technology, right? That's pretty much swine's flesh. That's an abomination. You're not supposed to put that in your skin, right? Because when you put that inside of your skin, right, you put that inside of your body. First and foremost, there's been reports that shit will connect to your goddamn the veins in your body, man.
Can't take it out.
That shit connect to you know, all your circuits, your veins, and all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So you're literally gonna become one with technology, and then for you to get that shit, now you've given the devil full control. All right? You gotta watch that movie called Implanted, man. This woman was being controlled by the RFID technology inside of her body, man. The motherfucker was waking her up. I'm talking about 6 in the morning. Get up, it's time to complete an assignment. You know what I mean? You've given the devil full control. So yeah, you've taken an abomination into your body, and an abomination is you know, that's pretty much coincides with swine's flesh, man.
Yeah, and mind you, it said they were compelled by the king. You know?
Just like this. Come on, man. Look at this. Those niggas is stupid, man. Niggas don't know how to park or nothing, man.
Oh, there's no parking.
Old ass.
At least he lowered his radio. He lowered his radio.
Go ahead.
Let me read, I'll start from the top. It says, it came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh.
Against the law. See? Somebody get Revelation 14 now.
It says,
14 and 9.
and were tormented with scourges and whips.
Uh-huh.
It says, but one of them that spake first said thus, what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die, rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers.
And that's going to be the mentality of the men of the Lord. All right, like the brother read
That should fire you
in,
up right there.
in Revelation, the 20th chapter. Okay, it's going to be souls. John the Revelator said, I seen souls that were beheaded for not worshiping the image of the beast. That's going to be the men of the Lord, right? But then that's also going to be some regular people out here who don't want to get with the program, and they're going to die without knowledge.
And you read that, and you take into consideration all the men, whether they be Israelites in every war, there were men who died on the front lines for what they believed in.
Yeah, to not let the devil fully corrupt them.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
So you have to find yourself and think, hey, I'm ready to die for this shit, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because half of these people out here, they're gonna fold and get down with the program.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to find yourself on that side of history.
Yeah, well, like we said, you know, these people have been given so many benefits. You know, they feel like they can't live without the so-called white man. You know what I mean? Niggas is in them hospitals right now, surviving off of Esau's medical technology. And really, they could cure themselves if they had the knowledge of the Lord, but they don't want the knowledge of the Lord. They trust in oppression, right? So for them trusting in oppression, okay, they're gonna die off, all right, because the devil is gonna kill them with this technology. The scriptures say how this technology is gonna leave a grievous sore on you. You know, this technology is gonna give people a grievous sore. All right, a lot of motherfuckers is you know, niggas is probably gonna get hacked. You know what I mean? Imagine that. Imagine you got that technology inside of you, and your ass get hacked.
Nigga got Russia controlling him.
You know, now he's a KGB operative, and he didn't even want to. He didn't even want to be, but because he got that technology in him, somebody then hacked into this nigga's system, man. You see? And it's gonna be other shit that's gonna result in a nigga's death if he takes that technology inside of him, man. Taking that technology is death ultimately, man. All right. Because it's swine's flesh, it's an abomination for real. All right? Go ahead.
This is Revelation 14:9.
Anybody got any more articles on that WEF or what?
I have some money, but it's not, it don't really go too deep.
Just get it. 'Cause I want to touch on
This is an article on the web. It says California drivers can get mobile licenses on their iPhones, but they need physical ones too. And it says Apple launched California identity cards and driver license for iPhones today, making the digital IDs easier to present.
Look at that. It's all about digital IDs, man. You know what I mean? That's what it's all boiling down to. Digital ID. So that way they can identify you, okay, in this new grid that they've set up. All right? And when they scan you, and you got that technology inside of you, all of your information from the time you were born, okay, hospital records, everything will be uploaded onto their database, and they'll be able to check you out. You know what I mean? They'll be able to determine if you should receive your paycheck today. Okay? They'll be able to determine how much food you should eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you got a social credit score at that point.
Yeah, you got a social credit score. So that social credit score, that means because all of these street lights and all of these poles and everything in this society got cameras on it, man. And these cameras are watching you. So if they see you on the camera, let's say you get on this train right here, and you didn't pay the fare, right? And then 2 days later you try to go get a pizza. Well, if you got that Karagman in you, they'll scan that goddamn Karagman, they'll scan that chip and be like, hey, look, we're gonna have to deny you this pizza, and we're gonna have to deduct $300 from your account because you didn't pay that fare when you got on that train. You got on that train illegally. Or they'll just come and lock you up. You know what I mean? They'll have all authority to just come and lock you up. Oh, this nigga, he
Get his COVID jab.
Yeah, he didn't register his car. You know what I mean? He didn't register his car on time. He's riding around with he's been riding around for 24 hours with expired tags. Well, we're gonna have to go to this nigga's house and go ahead and arrest him. All right, that's the world. That's the social credit score world, man.
Yeah, can I read this?
Go ahead.
Social credit score from the Google. It says a social credit score is a rating system that assesses a person's trustworthiness based on their behavior. The Chinese government has been developing a social credit system that assigns scores to citizens and businesses based on their actions.
Yeah.
The goal is to encourage good behavior and discourage bad behaviors.
And real quick, what did it say? It say businesses. Remember, we went into the buying and selling.
Yeah.
So a lot of these businesses, okay, they're going to be under fire as well. They're going to be under the microscope as well. You know what I mean? If you got a business, right, and you don't want to get down with the health codes, okay, not only is they going to shut your company down, they're going to hit you niggas with a fine, and that fine is just going to be deducted without you even knowing.
Yeah.
See, right now, let's say a business gets hit with a fine. You know what I mean? They'll give you like a certain amount of time to go pay that fine, go to this office, pay this fine, or they'll do it in payment plans or some shit. When this grid is activated, there's not going to be any space, right, to get your affairs in order. They just going to deduct the shit right then and there. Soon as you went inside of there, the health code is not up to date. Okay, go ahead and deduct $3,000 out that nigga's account right now.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And every employee that work in there, because remember, the employees that work in there, they're gonna have the RFID technology in them too. So deduct money from the business and deduct money from the motherfuckers that work there that allowed that to happen.
Yep. And it says the goal is to encourage good behavior and discourage bad behavior, and that's based on the government who's ruling at that time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what's good behavior according to the so-called white man? Getting your jab, getting your mark,
Agreeing with homosexuals.
agreeing with exactly. So if you're against these things, your social credit score is going to be 0, and you're not going to be able to be a functioning member of the society,
Right.
and you're going to be cast into the prisons.
Yeah. Because the way they're gonna frame it is, okay, anybody who don't, they might play it nice a little bit and be like, okay, at first, okay, you don't want to get down with this, all right, we're just gonna zap your bank account. And then they coming out with these laws like homeless people, that's illegal to be sleeping out on the floor, right? But if niggas is getting a bank account zapped because of these goddamn fucking sinister laws that they don't even know that they breaking, a lot of motherfuckers is gonna be homeless, and then they gonna be like, okay, well, you know what I mean, being homeless is illegal.
Well, you have
let's go ahead and take you to the detention center.
You have an automatic deduction if you don't have your flu shot. You
Yeah,
get an automatic
automatic.
deduction
Automatic,
if
man.
you don't have your COVID jab.
You know?
So that's gonna make people be like, all right, well, fuck, I gotta go get this yearly now.
Did you
I gotta
vote?
go get my COVID jab now.
Did you vote for the senator?
Yeah.
What did you vote for? Did you vote for the senator? You didn't do that? Okay, we'll go ahead and knock out 1,000.
You can be hungry this week, bud.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? Hey, we caught you using foul language inside of a restaurant.
So we heard you speaking bad against the president.
Yeah, we heard
Yeah.
that.
We overheard it.
You know what I mean? You that's too much pizza.
You posted this message on social media.
Yep.
In the direct messages,
Yep.
which we saw.
We saw that. So that's 2,000 out.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna go, man.
So
Okay.
you're gonna basically be turned into a robot.
Yeah, a robot, somebody that's just trapped in a real hamster wheel. Right now,
If you want to just go to the grocery store, that's it. You got to be a fucking robot.
these people are in a hamster wheel, right? But it's not gonna be nothing compared to the society that's getting ready to happen. Okay, this society, all right, this digital-based society is gonna be, it's gonna be some real dark, sinister shit that's really just gonna leave you broke and poor. No more EBT, none of that. No more government assisted programs. And those who are down on their luck, those who can't keep up with the society, are gonna be jailed and thrown inside of them detention centers, right? I don't know. Hey, Salakia, I don't know if you brothers seen that that video I posted in the group chat about how Nazi Germany, how they organized their detention centers. But pretty much, back in them times, you know, back in that Nazi Germany time, they was picking up anybody and taking them to detention centers who they deemed not fit for society in any way. A nigga walking around with his hat tilted to the side. Well, I don't, you know, that's not the society we want.
He's a hoodlum.
He's a hoodlum. We don't trust that. You shouldn't be wearing open-toe sandals right now. You shouldn't be wearing a raincoat. You shouldn't be talking to your wife like that. Okay? You're a danger to society. So we're gonna have to throw you inside of this detention center, you know, and re-educate you, right? Re-educate you to no, you know, whatever. Always do low power mode.
I'm gonna put the charger on it.
Oh, okay, you got one? All right, calm. Yeah, but that's what it's about, re-education centers, right? They're gonna use it as a frame, like, look, we need to get you inside of these detention centers, re-educate your stupid ass, right? So that way we could get you back into society as a functioning citizen. But it's all a ploy of the devil at this point, though. You know what I mean? Because who the fuck is this nigga to be telling me, you know what I mean, what my behavior dictates in this society? You know what I mean? You taking me to jail because I had one too many burgers today.
Yeah.
The fuck is your problem, man? All right, but but this devil, like it says in the book of Obadiah, he sits on the throne, okay, acting as if he's God. He wants to be God on earth, right? And being God on earth means ultimate control of everything, the people, the animals, everything, man. That's why this nigga, he's coming up with his own goddamn inventions. Okay, we gotta create our own plants. We gotta create our own trees. Fuck grass, put turf field. That's grass.
That you don't have to water.
You don't have to, no. Water is a thing of the past. We got this now. We got this type of water. Aquafina. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, he's trying to create everything that the Most High created. You know?
I can understand.
I guess someone's up.
Yeah, go. Let him get this and then you go and get, what you got.
Yeah, this is a Six Sigma Security Corporation. Is a company that was prominently associated with the bear chip, a small implantable microchip designed for human identification purposes.
Look at that. Go ahead, talk on it. You go ahead.
Right, Six Sigma. There's that six, and there's Sigma. You know, the last letter within Chi-Psi stigma, right, which brother got and broke down, that actually goes into mark, right, the prerogative, the chip that they want to put inside people.
Right. And then it says it straight up. Microchipping for human identification purposes. See? The social credit score system. That's what this is all drawing back to. That's why that demon nigga Klaus Schwab, he said that you will own nothing and be happy. Okay? How is he able to make a bold statement like that? Because he knows that a social credit score system is getting ready to be implemented. You know?
Even with that whole talk of carbon emissions and shit, but they have you know, the carbon footprint, right? Carbon, the element carbon on the periodic table itself, you know, that's comprised of, its atomic mass is 6. It has 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. So there's your 6. What is a footprint? A foot is a unit of measurement, right? The print is dealing with the mark itself. So what they're telling you, you know, by measuring your carbon footprint, they want to have control of everything you do, being able to see everything you do.
Right. You know, who you talk to.
Right.
These niggas want to spy on you while you having sex with your woman, man. You know what I mean? And they Elon Musk just said he got incubator Tesla robots that'll grow your child for you. You know what I mean? Y'all ever seen that movie WALL-E?
Yeah.
Yeah, WALL-E. You know, basically the robots took over in the movie WALL-E, and all the humans was just fat and just dependent on technology. All the humans was fat and dependent on technology. They was riding one of them fucking
Scooters, motorized.
Yeah, the motorized scooters that you see in the grocery store.
Man, these
And they
niggas-
didn't have to worry about nothing, but just riding around and just following the program. That's where Esau wants the average person. He wants them just completely depraved of any ability to do anything on their own, okay? and just completely dependent on the system. Tesla cars, no more steering wheels for the cars, no more you pushing the gas pedal and going where you want to go. No, the Tesla robot already got it mapped out. You got to go to work at 3:30. Okay, I'll take you to work, and your lunch is at 7 o'clock. I'll be there to pick you up. You get off of work at 10 o'clock. I'll be there to pick you up and take you home. Then when you get home, there's a Tesla robot with your food already prepared.
Yep.
You have a bedtime at this time. You can watch these shows. It's already programmed inside of your goddamn your identification, your chip.
Your wife has been charged, so
You know?
she'll be ready when you get home.
Yep, she's
charged.
She's charged up for you. I know you want sex at 8:30. You know what I mean?
Your wife is this little fucking fox.
Get your 8:30 sex. You know what I mean? This shit is gonna be a nightmare, man. Yeah, that's why we need Yahweh Shai to come back, because like the scriptures say, there'll be no flesh to be saved if a RFID technology, a mark of the beast technology society is implemented here, man. All right, everybody will be fucked off, man. Worse than what niggas is today. You think niggas on Skid Row is bad? Okay, you think that's bad? You wait till that mark of the beast come out and hit the markets, man. You people are gonna be fucked the fuck off, man. All right, they're gonna be half cyborg, man. You know what I mean? Motherfucker, you know what I mean? You know how you see people walking around? Imagine everybody walking around with a goddamn tube in them. You know what I mean? With a machine. That's gonna be a crazy sight, man. You know? Go ahead, you got something?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
This is Matthew 26:41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Because you will have a lot of people say, in my heart and my soul, I'm not going to take that. If you don't have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, your flesh is weak. Period. My uncle, I ain't taking that nephew. I'll never do it. Okay, but what do you have backing you on that? Well, I just ain't going to take it. That's not good enough. Because they're going to put your back. Guess what? They're going to cut your lights off, cut your water off, say you can't eat. You need the Lord.
All they gotta do is just tell niggas that they can't get that bacon McGriddle no more. You know what I'm saying? And niggas is gonna fold. It ain't gonna take much for these
It's not
niggas.
going to take
Man.
much. It ain't gonna take
You know what I mean? These niggas, they think they tough, and they think that, you know, they gonna bust out this Rambo hero of the day situation. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be you, nigga.
They don't realize how reliant they are on things.
Yeah, they don't get it. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be you. Okay? You tough to these niggas you run around with. All right? It's not gonna be you. That's gonna be the men of the Lord. That's gonna have that tough spirit, and that's gonna be able to reject that, spit in the devil's face, cuss the judge out in the courtroom. You gonna see the men of the Lord doing that stuff, man. It ain't gonna be you faggot ass niggas, man. that you addicted to fucking bacon. It's not gonna be you, nigga.
And that time, niggas gonna be at home still eating that bacon, watching us talking about we crazy and we should have just got
That nigga, whoa! We
That
gonna have a chip in
That
him.
nigga should have just got that thing, man.
Man, that nigga stupid. And because the thing is a nigga gonna say, I'm not taking the mark of the beast. But watch when that motherfucker become mandatory, all that logic is gonna go straight out the window, man. He gonna forget that even is the mark of the beast. He gonna rationalize it in his mind that this ain't the mark of the beast.
By that time, the so-called white man's gonna desensitize him so bad to it that it's gonna seem like the normal thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, come on, Quavo gonna have it.
What do I need to say no for, bro?
Sexy
Everybody
Red
got it,
is
bro.
gonna have it. You know what I mean? All they gotta do is just you know, take away these niggas' entertainment and tell the celebrities to get it. And strip that food out these niggas' mouth. These niggas is, man, come on, man.
These niggas can't go 3 hours without eating, bro.
You know what I mean? These niggas is gonna get down with the program fast. I mean, look how niggas can say whatever the fuck they want to say, but we watched you niggas fold during the pandemic days. Where was all that tough shit then, man?
Yeah.
With the fuck you will and what you will and you won't do. Where was all that then, man? When the pandemic was out here, okay, had niggas locked inside of hell. I seen grown ass men, big 6'5" niggas walking around with a mask on, gloved up, in a grocery store, looking.
Nigga, don't touch me, nigga.
Hey man, what's up, man?
You seen them two gangbangers like, nigga, don't touch me,
Man,
nigga.
hey, bro.
Nigga, don't touch me, bro. It's not a contagious virus, bro. Bro, it is, bro.
Them niggas be, hey,
Them niggas was going in,
Them niggas-
bro.
hey,
They
you
had
know-
all the facts, bro.
all the fucking facts about that shit. And Man, nah, bro.
It is an airborne contagious virus, bro.
Been using big words that niggas ain't never used in his life. It's a pathogen, bro. A pathogen is a bacterial virus. Like, nigga, get
bro,
the
that
fuck
shit
out of
be
here,
dying,
man.
bro.
You niggas ain't gonna stand up for shit. Okay? That's gonna be the minute of the Lord, all right? You're gonna watch the real heroes get it done. It's not gonna be you niggas. You gonna fold, all right?
It's gonna be our children.
All right?
You don't have to be born through the loins of those men that you're gonna be watching at that time.
The heroes. The real heroes, man. Go ahead. That's it? You got some?
So Revelation 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience,
Let's get like 2 more scripts, wrap and shut it down. Go ahead.
also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Yeah, it says, because you have kept the word of my patience, and that's dealing with the men of the Lord, man. All right? That's dealing with the men of the Lord. The men of the Lord is going to keep the word of patience. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's word of patience. Because you're going to have some real patience to deny that mark of the beast technology, man. That takes patience, man. Right? You're going to have to be patient and wait on the Lord to eat. You have to be patient and wait on the Lord to get you through the cities. All right? But what's going to cause a lot of these people to just fold and give in to the New World Order is they don't have no patience. They can't wait. You know what I mean? They want that. They want that Wiener Schnitzel hot dog right now. You know what I mean? They want to watch the Super Bowl right now. So niggas is gonna get with that technology, man. You gotta have patience, man. And the Lord is teaching us patience. Well, we're living out the ultimate patience. We're waiting on Yahweh Shai to come back, man. All right? That's a lot of patience, man, to be dealing with this wicked ass shit. Can't do nothing about it. Satanic motherfuckers bothering you all day. These goddamn unrighteous decrees, these laws that don't make no goddamn sense. You know what I mean? Somehow, some way, $600 is just yanked out of your account. You like, what the hell is that? Oh, well, 3 years ago, such and such law or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We gotta suffer that, man. A lot of this, hey, go ahead and press low power mode. A lot of this shit that happens in this society, okay, will make a righteous man crash out. You know what I mean? It's reasonable for a righteous man to crash out in this society. You know what I mean? And just go on a spree of just violence, man. Because it's non-stop out here with wickedness, man. So you got to be patient, man. Keep the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's patience. Go ahead.
I also will keep thee from the hour of
Read
temptation.
from the top.
Revelation 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Yeah, what is the hour of temptation? Okay, is the RFID technology, man. The mark of the beast. That's going to be a big temptation, man. Okay? It's going to be a big one, man. All right? Because, you know, you're going to see everybody get with it, man. You know what I mean? It's going to get to a point where you're going to go places and it's going to be like, damn, everybody in here got it. It's like, damn, not one person in here that don't got it. Because even with the CV-19, it was still some...
Everybody had it.
Yeah, everybody had it, but it was still a little bit of sprinkle. A motherfucker was like, I ain't getting down with that shit. You know what I mean? Like let's say during the time of the COVID pandemic, let's say it was a room full of 30 people, about 25 of them would be jabbed up, but then there'll be that 5. In these days, okay, the hour of temptation, all 30 motherfuckers in the room is gonna have it, man. And they're gonna be looking at you with them goddamn cyborg eyes, like, why you ain't got it? What's wrong with you?
Calling up that hotline.
Calling up that hotline, man.
Yeah, to rat you out.
You know what I mean? Or a motherfucker, or in that day, man, they might try to just put hands on you themselves, man. You know what I mean? Try to citizen's arrest.
Yeah.
You're gonna wait for the authorities to get here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's not chipped.
He's not. I don't see him in my database. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers, they gonna have the shit in them, so they might have the shit, like the Apple Vision Pro goggles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where they can see images in front of their eyes and shit.
Like the Dragon Ball Z scanner.
Right. And they'll be able, and they might have it where you could just walk down the street and be looking at people and you just scanning them as you walking.
Undetectable.
Yeah, it's like,
you're gonna be undetectable.
yeah, you're gonna be like, what the
You're
hell?
gonna be like, hey,
Excuse
we
me.
don't have any data on this man.
This information is not popping up. You're gonna call that hotline on you, man. You know, so that's gonna be a real hour of temptation, man. You're gonna watch a lot of your family members get with it. And if you live with your family members, they're gonna kick you out because you ain't got it. You see, they're gonna disown you. It's gonna be a lot of temptation, man. It's the hour of temptation. And that's gonna be the time that the Lord is gonna prove, okay, he gonna prove who was really down for his program, right? Who really had faith in him, all right? Because a lot of niggas talk about they got faith in God and I got faith in God. We'll see, nigga. A lot of you fucking rascals in the Christian church, we'll see, nigga. All right? We'll see. We'll see where you niggas' faith is, man. All right? When the so-called white man, the U.S. government presents death in front of y'all, we'll see if y'all still believe in God, man. All right? Go ahead.
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yeah, to try them. That's a trial period. Okay? We read it in Revelation 13 and 16. This man, he has an agenda to cause all to get down with this, man. Get down with this digital society, man. Okay? You know, and they're using disasters to bring this in, man. Right? Like we read earlier in this camp that Israel, the land of Israel, is requiring the citizens to get down with that digital ID now, right? But what's going on out there in the land of Israel? War. You see? So they're using disasters and staged attacks, right, to bring in this technology. All of this shit, they're gonna bring all of this shit back out to the forefront to get these people to bow down to this. The school shooters, oh well, you gotta have this inside. You put this inside of your children, right? The police can be there faster, or such and such, however they frame it. Get this inside of your children. You don't gotta worry about those school shooters no more. You know, you don't have to worry about that no more. Oh, your information is being hacked, your bank account is being hacked. Well, we found out that China's doing that, so if you want to be protected with that, you're gonna have to get down with this get this RFID chip. I mean, it's the only way you can protect your information. You see, it's gonna all be a deception tactic, man. All right, go ahead. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, go. Anybody else got anything? You got something? Go ahead.
This is Psalms 116 and 15. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints, because you're going to have some brothers that are actually going to be martyred for not worshiping the image of the beast. So it's going to be pleasing to the Lord if you sacrifice your life. But it's truth. That's keeping your works until the end. That's getting your crowning. You know, because if you read and you study to show yourself approved, you know what happens after you die. You don't go to a dark room and just sit there. You go sit in front of the Heavenly Father in the spirit room. Okay? And he's going to be pleased for you giving up your life for this truth, for the testimony of your house shine. When everybody turned their back. Because literally everybody, your friends, your favorite uncle, your mom, they're all going to take it. That's without anything. They all took the jab, didn't they? I almost got kicked out of my house for not taking it. And I was going to get kicked out and lose my job. We're going to have that same attitude towards when they make the chip mandatory. You could fire me, you can kick me out, because that's all things that are carnal. What the fuck?
Y'all want to follow up?
You done with that?
Romans 11 and 4. But what saith the answer of the Most High unto me? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
7,000 means completion, complete number, right? And 7 is 7 can be multiplied into what? What number? 144. You see? So, you know, the 144 is not about to bow down to the image of the beast. And you know, a part of the image of the beast is getting down with that technology, man. You know what I mean? Getting that brain chip, getting that RFID, right? Because if you get that, you're pretty much saying, look, I'm down with this. I'm down with everything. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, I'm down. I'm down for whatever this society got. You know what I mean? Social credit score, homosexuality,
I just want to live
whatever.
my normal life, man.
GMO food. I just want to live a normal life. Whatever. I don't care.
Just want to go back to work on Monday.
I don't
bro.
care about God no more.
Just want to go back to work, bro.
That's yeah. I just want to go back to work on Monday. They presented the chip to the nigga on Saturday. He thought about it on Sunday, and he got it Sunday night, so he can go back to work in the morning.
Fast track.
You know what I mean? That's all. So when you take the RFID chip, you take the mark of the beast. Okay, you're doing it to stay comfortable. All right, and to stay comfortable in this place, okay, it ultimately means you worship Satan.
Make some bad choices.
Cause Satan controls America, man. All right? Satan is in charge of America. So if you want to be comfortable in Satan's kingdom, what the fuck does that make you? You want to be comfortable in Satan's world.
See,
What
those
does that make you, man?
colored haired niggas, those are Satanists.
Yeah.
You know, they might not openly worship Satan, but you just look around you, man. These people are all Satanists.
They gonna get it. Even them, yeah, like you said, them color hair niggas, they gonna get it. You gonna see all different types of categories of niggas getting it, man.
Theirs is gonna glow.
It's
Theirs is gonna glow up.
Yeah.
Make their whole hand glow.
You know, some stupid shit, or have like a little light with a skull pop up or whatever.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you gonna see all different categories of niggas
I upgraded
getting
mine.
this.
Yeah.
Fucking niggas in the hood is gonna get it. Rock stars is gonna get it. Homeless people is gonna get it. Rich and wealthy motherfuckers is gonna get it. You know what I mean? You gonna see all types of people getting it. That's why it talks about the hour of temptation, because you're gonna be like, damn, is there anybody that don't have this? You know what I mean?
And when you deal with the word temptation, there's enticement to sin, and the fear of the Heavenly Father is what drives away sins.
That's right.
So these niggas ain't gonna fucking not get it.
Yeah.
They don't have the fear of the Father in them, man.
Yeah,
You know?
they don't. They about to vote. They about to vote. When is the election?
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. They about to. Oh, niggas is about to tune in to that, and that's about to be the holy grail of television right there. You know what I mean? And then niggas is voting, and you know I'm
Niggas
seeing.
is gonna die Tuesday night.
Yeah.
It's gonna be-
Niggas
gonna
gonna
die.
die Tuesday night.
The elder from Kansas City did a lesson. They had this black woman talking about how we were in slavery and she gets to vote for a black woman. This is huge. You gotta realize, man, they're not in control. The elites pull the strings. They just put them up there, and then they got speechwriters. Apostle Gabar just put out a lesson. They got speechwriters. God gave them a script, and they got teleprompters.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
telling
not
you,
genuine
man.
at all.
They got PR and motherfuckers who style them. Motherfuckers who put the like you need to wear this suit.
Cardi B,
Hair.
Cardi B's screen went out.
Yeah.
So she didn't know what to say.
She didn't know what to say, because that's how you know what she was saying ain't from the heart.
Yep.
Yeah.
What these
paid her.
niggas be saying ain't from the heart, them damn devils with that presidential election shit. They're not saying that shit from the heart.
I'm telling you, man.
Turn
Hey,
that teleprompter off and them niggas would be
And they're voting for a heathen. You guys are voting for heathens to rule over you. The scripture say you ain't supposed to do that.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, if anybody has been made to look stupid these past couple months, is the so-called black man and woman.
Yeah, that's right.
God
Real.
damn, they look silly, bro.
And a lot of you,
Especially the black ones,
a lot of you Negroes, if you getting down with this presidential election, you gonna get that. You gonna get that chip, man.
bro. Yeah.
You gonna get that. A lot of you Negroes, that's making a big deal out of Kamala Harris and shit. Even niggas that's siding with Donald Trump or whatever.
Yeah.
You, all that is us showing, not us showing, but that ain't doing nothing but showing us who gonna get down with the program, the New World Order.
And the script has to
You
be
know,
totally
we can
flipped.
pinpoint it.
Hey, the script has to be totally flipped for niggas like that right now.
Yeah.
Because right now it don't look too good for you.
Nah, it don't look good at all.
When people ask us if we vote, and we be like, nah, we don't vote. They're like, oh. They mouth get big. They act kind of weird. I told a couple people that this week they didn't want to talk to me at work. I'm like, all right, who you voting for, Josh? I don't really fool with that.
Talking about?
They looked at me like I was.
First and foremost,
Shit.
nigga, don't they say out here that you ain't that's your personal business?
Yeah.
You ain't supposed to. You know what I mean? So nigga, fuck you, nigga. Whoever I vote for, nigga, don't matter. Well, first and foremost, nigga, I vote for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai.
That's right.
Okay? That's who I vote for to take over the planet.
That's right.
Fucking Donald Trump and no goddamn Kamala Harris, man. You simple niggas, man. It's always you goddamn black niggas too, man. You blacks, man. A lot of you blacks is getting ready to die off with your black culture, okay? And your goddamn African, let's go back to Africa, bullshit. Like Apostle Tahar said, you niggas will go back to Africa, what tribe is you gonna join with? Niggas don't even know that there's tribes in Africa.
Zulu, nigga.
Okay? You don't know what tribe there is in Africa. You don't know what tribe beefs with what tribe. But a nigga just want to go back to Africa. Black people just want to go back to Africa though, because that's where they think they from. You niggas is simple, man. All right. And 2/3 of you, and 2/3 of our people are getting ready to be wiped off, man. And the Lord gonna use the RFID microchip as a sifter to do it. So with that, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Lord willing, next week. Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.